Want to know the email cheat code that's helped me generate thousands in sales? It's super simple and yours for the taking in this video. Let's dive in. So, first, I need you to understand how important campaigns and flows are. If you're new to this, campaigns are the one off emails you send, and flows are the automated sequences tailored to specific customer behaviors. For example, a campaign email could be an Easter themed email that you send. First, you create once, and then you send off the day of Easter. And an example for flows is when someone opts in to join your list, right? That customer behavior of someone opting in is going to trigger the automated sequence of emails that you want them to receive when someone is signing up and entering your ecosystem for the first time. Now, through conducting many email marketing audits myself, I've seen some brands not even leverage email at all. And I'm not even going to dive into the reasons why that's ludicrous. I'm sure you understand perfectly why that is. But I've seen brands who only leverage one or the other in terms of campaigns and flows. And oftentimes it's half assed. The bottom line is that both are super important. You do not want to neglect either. In fact, you can and should use them together. If you're a brand owner, do not underestimate campaigns or flows, okay? Leverage both as best you can. They serve each other. If you're a service provider, understand that there is limitless opportunity out there as a lot of brand owners don't have time or they simply just need help with email marketing. Now, if you're someone who's neglecting either or both, then let me ask you this. What if I told you that each part of the system can actually help refine and optimize the other? Would you then put in the effort to leverage both campaigns and flows? Of course you would. This leads me into the quote unquote cheat code that will generate you thousands. To help you understand this cheat code, I want you to imagine you're a kid at the beach. While you're in the sand, you're building a sandcastle, then a big wave crashes by to sweep it away. So you move further away from the ocean so the water can't reach you or your sandcastle. Then, as you make another attempt, you realize you still need some wet sand as it's stronger. So you run towards the ocean to retrieve some wet sand. After a few trips of doing so, you learn again that you're tired of running back and forth, so you grab a bucket and make one trip to fill it with water. That way you can just make your own wet sand according to your needs. As time passes by, as your imagination changes, as you get tired, you learn something new every so often, leading you to build the ultimate sand kingdom in a way that works best for you. The reason I share this story with you is to illustrate the fact that the campaign side of things within an email marketing channel is like building a sandcastle, in which you are learning something new with every new iteration. That could mean you find a new hook, a new offer, a new story that resonates with your reader at a much higher level than other emails. And this is where the quote unquote cheat code comes into play. You see, the more iterations you make with campaigns, the more you're going to learn what is working and what is not. And that doesn't mean you're just optimizing your campaign efforts. It's data and information that you can use for your flows. Okay? That's super important. It is data and information that you can use for your flows. Now you see how they work together. If you do one thing, it helps the other. Now, if you focus on both, they're only going to help each other exponentially grow. Now, the best way I like to do this for a quick win is to seamlessly plug in my highest performing and highest converting campaigns into a flow accordingly. Of course, it has to make sense and it has to be contextual to the flow and the type of experience you're trying to give to the customer. But plugging in your highest performing, your highest converting campaign into a flow is going to be a monstrous quick win. And if you don't believe me, test it out. Just test it out and you will see. When you're leveraging campaigns correctly, you're going to have some that significantly stand out. Okay, the CTR is going to be super high. The amount of sales you generate super high. The engagement is super high. When you have a campaign that has stood out in sales and engagement, well, it's for a reason. And why would you just let something that is performing extremely well, significantly outperforming in sales and engagement, just run once? Why would you let it just run once? Why not automate it so that every new person in your ecosystem can be exposed to it, thus generating you even more sales like clockwork? Okay, do you understand how powerful this is? When you are consistently sending campaign emails and you have one or two or three that are just significantly performing, they're out of this world in terms of the amount of sales they're generating, the engagement they're generating. Why would you just let that be the only opportunity in which it works for you? Why not get that email to perform for you day in and day out, generating you even more sales, building even better experiences, and having a touch point that will bring you customers but create loyal long-term customers? Why wouldn't you just do that? So the point of this is that you want to use your campaign strategically in which you test all types of new ideas. Use it as a sandbox, use it as a sand area in which you get to try new things and test new things and see what works and what doesn't. This is just one strategy that you can leverage to increase and automate sales, expand upon, and refine to suit your needs and your targets. I hope you take this and leverage it to generate thousands upon thousands upon thousands, and I will see you in the next video.